Hi everybody, this is Pascal Aka here. I'm the director and the music composer for EVOL. Check it out. I think what I know by far, music is the #1 key element that the audience seems to take for granted, especially in independent filmmaking. When there is an original composer, the audience just take it for granted and just assume maybe it's from another movie or something like that. My passion for music began at a very young age. I started getting really serious with it, getting trained in music when I was a teenager. I was trained in both contemporary and classical manner. When I made my first movie back in 2005 to 2007, I was a little heartbroken because I thought I was going to leave my music passion for good. But when it came down to the point where I had to compose the entire movie myself, I ended up making more music than I've ever made in my life. So here I am, years later, movie director / music composer. This is what I do. I love this. Now, the equipment I use is pretty straightforward. I use M Audio 49er as my MIDI controller. I use that to play. And I use a lot of VSTs that I purchased online. For my orchestra sounds, I use Eddie Roll Orchestra. I use spiccato strings a lot, slow strings, tremolo ensembles. Ethnic percussion, I use True Strike Tension from Native Instruments, chord player. And for my industrial sounds, I use EVOL mutations, also from Native Instruments. I mean about maybe 1 hour and 15 minutes worth of music, original music for the movie. It's all original. That's like an entire album right there. 3 kinds of tracks in there. You have the high-paced action tracks for the action scenes. You have the suspense, thriller / drama scenes that are very industrial based. And you have the completely emotional tracks in there. When I compose music, there's a lot of emotion that goes in there. The same way that I'm an actor, I have to meditate a lot to put myself in the shoes of the character when I'm acting. I do the same thing with music as well. I get in the shoes of Randy Love, I get in the shoes of earthquake or volcano or hurricane. You know, in this world, you're only going to find 2 kinds of people. Those who try to play God, and those who try to play Satan. Like I mentioned, you have your action scenes, you have your suspense scenes, and when you're done with all that, you know, you gotta get down to the minimal emotional joints. Those ones I'm really relaxed when I do them. I really gotta get into the minds of the characters when I do them. It feels like tears. Man, we try to hide those tears and you never see the tears at all. But what happens is that the music tends to cry for them. Within the song itself, you hear a battle between the instruments because there are 2 different styles that are battling each other. When Earthquake is taking the lead in the fight, or when Love's taking the lead in the fight, or where everything goes down, that song really follows the fight scene and really complements the emotion that are in there while you watch the film. Now, Earthquake, he has his own chapter. Throughout his chapter, the plot follows him, the music follows him as well, but it does it with industrial vibe, especially the scene where Earthquake is just walking with all those minions in slow motion, and the beat is like... You're not still sure what's going on with the sound. You think it's a little distorted, but the characters are distorted. I didn't hold any punches with the spiccato strings. I just went all out right from the beginning, went emotional, went really loud. Just really loud right from the beginning, you know, it just hits you. Of course, it needs to have a little emotion in there because Randy Love, he's like the victim in this fight scene. Doesn't want to fight, so he's just there trying to defend himself. So when it really escalates in his emotions, all of a sudden, like, the hero just gets up and he just fight back. The song just completely changes up. I really want the audience to feel like, okay, it's all now, the movie really has begun.